All right, on this Cinco de Mayo, last night I watched a replay of the 2000 College World Series, Terrio and the crew, as Brad Cresse. You just reliving that memory. I mean, in fact, going back to high school, we had just graduated from high school, and remembering some of the plays that were made. LSU was down. When I turned it on late, I caught a little bit of an early sequence to it, and LSU had a fast start and then fell behind. Ray Wright made a great catch, who we referenced during our OTB Jeopardy late last week.
Oh, yeah?
That was the game that he made the play. But then in the ninth inning, I turned it on.
Look at Terrio.
To see a young Terrio get on base, then Mike Fontenot walk, and Brad Cresse come up to bat and relive that memory. See, I started crying in my living room watching it. Crying. Crying by myself. Like, just the whole thing.
Were you in, like, an emotionally unstable place to begin with?
It was a weird weekend. But
I'm still in that place. I mean, every time I have a kid, I feel like for 3 or 4 weeks afterwards, I just cried the drop of a hat.
It was kind of nostalgic, just thinking back. But really, it was about Cresse's dad going through the moment when Cresse's up to bat with him, and now just thinking, like, you got the son thing, but then kind of thinking back where I was watching that game and seeing Cresse's dad just go. It's as if he's in the box. I mean, you can see him saying out loud, "Come on, boy."
Just like terrified.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, I mean, the nerves.
Come on, boy.
Imagine how so I haven't had a kid play sports yet, so I guess I can't relate, but I mean, I see how proud and intense you can get at Jordan's games and how stressful that can become, and then imagine this stage.
And so Cresse's dad, I mean, he was kind of, you knew that he cared so much. He wore his emotions on his sleeve. It wasn't just that day. It wasn't just that day we were introduced to him. So you knew how he felt about Brad. I mean, Tommy Lasorda is Brad's godfather.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like, they have a baseball lineage and family, and all of their life working up for that moment, and to see Cresse's dad and Brad in the box. And I forgot that Brad only had one hit in the College World Series. He was 1 for 12
when it matters
in the entire
most.
series, and he was LSU's best hitter throughout the season, at least for power. I mean, if you'd have asked Skip, I don't know this, but I mean, who would you want up to bat at that opportunity at that time? I'd imagine that Cresse would have been high on the list even through the struggles. And
look at him, 1 for 12, 1 RBI.
1 for 12, 1 ribby. He gets his second hit here, but I mean, like, the back and forth of the camera between Cresse's dad and Cresse in the box, and to see those two going through that moment together, and he kind of Cresse's dad kind of grabs his mom because she's kind of looking at him thinking, how are you dealing with this? You know what I mean? Like, this is you guys' entire life of everything you've talked about in one instance, and to see him come through, Terrio scored, Terrio throws the helmet for that epic shot. I mean, it was, I'm sitting like,
and now we have the benefit of hindsight, but that would go on to be a preview of what Terrio would then do in the World Series as well.
And then I'm scrolling through Twitter last night to see if anybody's watching it.
Major League World Series.
And Jonna, Terrio's wife, is saying that they're in the living room and they just watched Terrio score the game winner. Then they flip it to MLB Network, and it's Game 3 of the World Series in 2011 when he's with the St. Louis Cardinals. And he had a great game there. So it was a vintage night at the Terriers. We can get to Coach Sir here if you want. He's ready to go.
Yeah,
he'll tell stories. So Brendan Sir.
You think that Cresse's dad ever got kicked out of Little League basketball game?
Hell yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No doubt about it.
You're in good company.
I mean, I've seen Cresse. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen Brad. Everybody's caught up. I mean, I see it.